I'm Linda from paperboutique.blogspot.com. Cosmo Cricket just came out with a new product called Glubers. Glubers are adhesive circles that come in various sizes, 2-inch, 2.5-inch, and 3 inches, and can be used to make these quick and easy fabric flowers. They debuted at CHA, and I cannot wait to buy them, as they're going to be super easy to use. But you know me, while I'm waiting to order them, I decided to make my own Glubers. Well, here's a card that I made, and I hope you can get a good look at the flower, that I made using 2 different flower techniques from Cosmo Cricket. This one is a rolled rose, and then this one is a 2-layer flower. I'm such a big fan of Cosmo Crickets and use a lot of their products. And as I said before, I can't wait to purchase Glubers. And here's another flower, and I'm going to be showing you how to make both of these today. But before we get started, I want to talk about how we can make our own Glubers. There are at least 2 different adhesives available that will work. The first one, let me move my flower, is Wonder Tape. You can pick this up at Michael's. Sometimes your local scrapbook stores have them. I think Joann's even carries them. An 8x10 sheet is only $4, and if you're making 2-inch circles, you can make 20 of them for $4. And when I was using the Wonder Tape and trying it, I just cut the circles using my Sizzix die. Okay, you're going to be surprised at the next adhesive. And it actually is my favorite one to use and even less expensive than Wonder Tape. It is, guess what, duct tape. Who would have thought that duct tape would work? This is, you can get it for the 3-inch wide duct tape for look at that, that lasts forever, for $6 at Walmart. Or you can get like a 2-inch, which I'm going to use today, for like $1.99 at Walmart. But before we work with the duct tape, I want to show you just a couple of pointers. You always want to have a corner turned back. Duct tape sticks to everything, including desk surfaces, and in some cases it'll remove finishes, so kind of be careful with it. It also sticks to your scissors, so you'll want to use your old scissors. And what I did is I just cut, using my Sizzix die, and you could use your Cricut or a compass, a circle, whatever size you want, 2-inch, or for the larger 3-inch, and I just hold it on here and then use a very old scissors and trim around it. It takes a little bit of work to get it, to get the scissor through, but it's just pretty simple and very inexpensive. Well, what I want to talk about is the rolled rose that I used for the center of my card. Let me show you the card again. For this particular one, I did a 1 3/4 inch circle out of Wonder Tape or duct tape. Then this one is then I used a piece of fabric that's 1 inch wide by 18 inches long, and I went parallel to the selvage and just ripped my fabric. If you want a more finished look, you could obviously cut it. But I'd also like to show you a larger size, and this one is the one I want to demonstrate today because I think it'll be easier. This is done on a 2-inch circle of duct tape and a piece of fabric that's 2 inches wide by 20 inches. And once again, you can just rip it and go ahead and tear it or cut it, whatever. Well, what I'd like to do now is let's go ahead and make our first flower. For our flower, what I do is I attach just a little piece of transparency to the corner, kind of as a little handle, so I'm not sticking to the duct tape. What I'm going to do is, here is the piece, and I hope you can see it. Let's move this up a little bit more. It's 2 inches by 20. I'm going to take it and tie a knot in the very end of this. Let me just pull it pretty tight. This is going to be the center of your flower, and then you're going to just cut that off, and I'm hoping I'm in camera. Then I'm going to get rid of this. Let me just move it aside, and then take your center knot, and then all you're going to do is you're going to twist it and bend it, and then twist it, and then just keep twisting it and you'll go, if you do it really tight in small, and I'll do it like that there, in small rolls, you'll get more of a look like this, more of a coiled look. But if you want to go larger to get this look, just leave your fabric, I'll show you, wider, and then just keep doing that and go all the way around. And to finish it, I don't want to take your time to finish it, but to finish it off, what you'll do is you can tuck it under this, or you can use just a regular glue dot to hold it. And the nice thing is, if you feel like you want a little more adhesive in one spot, just use a glue dot. But these stick incredibly well. So that's the first center, and you can make variations of that however you want, and Cosmo Cricut has certainly done a lot of these. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next flower. For our next flower, we're going to be making this, or the bottom of this. What I did is I just layered the rolled rose over the top of it. So for this particular flower, you're going to need a 2-inch wide, let me reach over and grab another one of my circles that I made, a 2-inch circle of duct tape or Wonder Tape, and then you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric, one that's 1 inch by 10 inch, and another one, I hope you can see this, let me move that up, one is 1 inch by 10, the other is 1 inch by 8. And you may want to practice this on a circle that doesn't have tape on it to begin with, but the trick to doing this, I'm going to remove the little thing, is to take your longest piece first, and you're only going to want to, you want to keep it about, let me just try this again. You want to keep about a quarter of it inside, and you're going to keep a little bit of it, about over 3/4 of it on the outside, because you need to have, well, let me show you. You'll need to have a center opening in here so you can stick the second layer. And all you're going to do is just pinch pleat it. And remember to keep that center open. And I'm not going to, once again, take your time to do all of that. But you'll have it, and then see, you'll want to keep an eye on the back so it's pretty even. The more even it is on the back, the easier. And the real trick is to leave an opening about this big in the center. And you can see here, that's the outside, and then we're going to do this next layer. So just pretend this is all stuck down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and go, you know, all the way to the center, and you're going to fill that in and just keep going and keep sticking and keep sticking, and then all the way around until you're finished. And you can do it either way. In this case, I just kind of looped it around, or you can have them meet, you can fold them under, and then I just added bling. They stay together beautifully. Well, what I'd like to do now is show you a couple of other of my own designs that I did with the Glubers. Here's one I did using just wire ribbon, and then I did a, hope you can see that, a center coiled or rolled flower, which I thought was really cute. The other one I did, and I love the look of this, I hope you can see it, it's just so pretty. And it's super simple. This is super simple using, pretend that's a Gluber. You just take your ribbon and you'll just go around in a circle. It couldn't be easier, and you don't even have to be pretty about it. And when you're done, you have that finished look, which I love. Let me show you the last one I made that I just had so much fun with. And this one would have taken me forever had I tried to do this using a glue gun or anything else. And I just used, for this one, I used a piece of a 2-inch circle of Wonder Tape. And let me show you, I did the same technique, and that's just this particular trim I found at my local scrapbook store. Joanne Fabrics has beautiful trims, as does Michael. And in this case, I don't know what I did with my circle. Here, let me grab a smaller one. And you just start in the middle and then just work your way around, and it's really easy because it just, this isn't a Gluber, it's just paper, but it just sticks, and you just keep going around your circle. And I haven't peeled off the Wonder Tape sticky on the back, but I absolutely love this technique. Well, I want to thank you very much for watching, and please check out my blog at www.paperboutique.blogspot.com for more projects and ideas. Bye-bye.